Hello everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Oddworld, new and tasty. From where we last left off, we've completed the Paramonian tests and trials, and now we're into Scrabania. I hope you had a good time trick-or-treating on Halloween. I know I did. Well, not really. Well, actually on Halloween I managed to get the Cartoon Network specials out of the way, like for example, I watched the Halloween episode from Codename Kids Next Door, and what else did I watch? Trying to think. Oh yeah, I've also watched the Grandma Gregory episode from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. That too is set on Halloween. And what else is there that I watched? Oh yeah, I've also watched that other Halloween special from Ed and Eddie. I have to admit, it's quite funny, that one. One that I remember from this is where Ed was like hallucinating all the kids in the cul-de-sac were like real monsters. I still remember the bit where he just he attacked Jimmy with a stop sign. Where he was like, if I remember rightly, Ed just pulled the stop sign out of the ground and he was like, "That is not your salad bar." I cannot believe him. I don't know what has gone into him. Oh yeah, I've also watched A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge, I also managed to watch An American Werewolf in London. Now that's a classic horror film which is made in the early 1980s. I still won't forget Jack Goodman being mauled by the previous werewolf in the beginning. And oh yeah, I've also played Chapter 3 of Bendy and the Ink Machine, the game I did a Let's Play of months ago. And I did manage to avoid the Ink Demon himself again. But still, there's one task I always find daunting was the valve panel task, where Ink Bendy tends to pop out for no reason. I remember one time when I was on that, I remember Bendy seeing me through the windows in one of the offices. I'm like, what the heck? He's never done that before! But mind you, I did manage to escape, but he caught up to me! Anyway, let's see what... I have one thing that makes this level unique with the music. That's the tempo over there you can see in the distance. Oh, I remember this from the beginning. Obviously. Mind you, oh yes, the UXB miner there, I remember the original. Best thing to do is not let the sligs know yet. And yeah, if that fails, just try to stay out of their sight. And now's the time to go! Wait for it. And... I always love how dumb they are, not those the mind's active. Uh-oh, mine. Oh, I missed my opportunity here. Boom! Hey, there's that ledge I remember from the original Apes Odyssey. Yeah, that ledge over there, that's what I remember with the bat over there. In the original version of Apes Odyssey, where, if I remember rightly, I remember trying to get across there without Elam. I remember jumping across there, and I grabbed onto the ledge, and I remember attempting to climb up, but the bat just got me, and I fell down to my death. I'm so sorry, I got a little cough, but nothing major, but we'll be here don't do anything about it. Whoa! That was close. I think I already know that. Anyway, let's see. Oh, you have to go there to possess the slig. Yeah, I remember. I remember bringing it to me, I remember getting shot by the slig and falling down to my death, or probably falling into the mines, around here. There, that should get rid of him. And again, that summons Elam. There he is! Up for another adventure. Haven't seen him since Paramonia. Mind you, Scrabania here is like all desert and barren. Remember... Some of it reminds me of like the Red Rocks in the western side of America and also the Grand Canyon. How would I compare this with like, you know, Death Valley or the Outback in Australia or the Sinai Peninsula or the Sahara in Egypt? Whoops. Oh yeah, speaking of Egypt, the UK government has recently lifted the ban on our flights to Sharm el-Sheikh, which is good news for me. That's something I've waited for the last 4 years. I mean, I couldn't believe it when I saw the news articles. And I was like, what? I was like, what happened there? I mean, I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw that. I mean, it's taken 4 years for that to happen. I mean we're no longer banned to go in there. Because now flights to Sharm el-Sheikh have been reinstated. My dream come true. I mean, I wasn't expecting that. It had to happen sometime. I should thank the government for that. Let's hope we won't have a repeat of the Metrojet bombing. And now, on the 5th of November recently, I've been out to celebrate my Auntie Mandy's 50th birthday. Well, she's the one who I've got from my SpongeBob Rotten Recipe project as Karen, you know, Plankton's computer wife. And also, there were other family members in attendance, like, for example, there's my cousin Samantha with her kids, Ryan, Anime, and Oliver. I mean, I get along with them just fine. And oh yeah, Jason was there as well, who's another of my cousins. If I remember rightly, when I started this Let's Play, Jason's the one who I mentioned who has like what's called Crohn's disease. He had years ago that I still remember. That time when me and him were on the computer one night or day, where I saw him experiencing like sharp pains in his abdomen. You should have seen him in that state. And I was like, at first I thought, the first thing that was in my head was he had a tummy ache. What I actually did was I ran downstairs and I alerted everyone in attendance, like my parents and Jason's parents, like my Auntie Suzanne and Uncle Martin. And also my grandma and granddad as well. I think when they went to the hospital it was revealed that he had like Crohn's, which I did not know at the time. So I think he did.
Hello.
What I remember seeing him in hospital where I think he was undergoing like surgery because I think his inflammation like didn't respond to the medicines that were given. That explains why he has a bag nowadays for his tummy. And oh yeah, I wish I could. You remember my mate Callum, who I mentioned? Well, he has that similar thing too, but luckily he is on the mend, which I hope he'll be better soon. But one thing I'm also worried about is him having the same fate as Jason. And also I'm thinking about helping him one day, which I think I might give him like a get well card, you know, to help him through this tough time. I mean, that's one of the things I do for love. I'm not sure if these chronic illnesses can stand love.
What?
Oh, dang it!
Follow me.
Like I said before, life can be very cruel, but it can be unpredictable at times like this.
Hello.
Oh yeah, that's why I need them to dock in here.
Hello. Okay. Okay. Yo, 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 yo.
Oh, this is like what we saw in Paramonia. Oh yeah, if you remember rightly, in the original Apes Odyssey, when we were talking, chanting, you always have to mimic their whistles every time you come back to them, and you don't have to in this one.
Yo, 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 yo.
Told ya.
Yo, 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 yo.
I mean, mind you, I got my own problems about it, like problems this year, which is basically my stress levels. But every time I hear my parents mention what my mate Callum is going through, I know what my stress levels led to me before in the past, where it led to me having diarrhea after I tended to my mum when she passed out from her diabetes. Well, the diabetes I had, I don't remember what happened really. All I remember was being like dehydrated when I was sleeping, and I got up to go to the toilet, and I had like loose stools coming out of my bum. And, not to mention I nearly vomited, and I had to be in bed most of the time. You would not believe what I went through.
You. Stop.
Mind you, I am friends with like Callum's mum on Facebook, where but nowadays I tend to ask her what Callum is doing, but don't worry, he is doing okay, really. But he's got like medicines, to make him feel better. But she did tell me one time that it might take a while. But who knows how long a while might be. But anyway, let's just focus, shall we? Let's see here. There's a lot of wizard math going on here. Mind you, still don't know what on the mend means about my friend Callum. Well, on the mend means that he is like healing, like getting better. But we'll just see how he's doing by next year. Now let's get back to the action.
Hello. Hello. Do you know the password?
Let's see here.
Okay.
Here, like I said, there's a lot of math going on here with these.
Follow me.
Got a quick save just in case.
I don't know.
Then, mind you, I'm beginning to do a lot of research about IBD, and also, recently I've created an online petition on change.org, which is to create a cure for Crohn's. That should have been meant. That disease should have been meant for me, not Callum. Or Jason, for that matter. I don't know what my immune system is like. I don't feel all crony. Oh, come on! That's the problem that I have in the original Apes Odyssey. We're bumping into their minds. Whoa! But see, they explode if you touch them. That's like the same thing with the mines that you saw. Like the land mines. Whoa! I think I nearly touched them. Wait for it. And... Oh! Every bloomin' time! Whoops. go in the next Scrabania. Look at all the cactus around here. That cactus reminds me of what I remember in Lanzarote, in the Canary Islands. I remember seeing them in like in America. Don't know what the cactus is.
Wait here.
Oh, I see a slig over there. But how am I gonna get there without Elam? Yep, spoke too soon. No, yeah, got to tell you that I've also picked the Hollow Scrabania with my dad. Although we're set inside this time. Although I remember like seeing like, I think I remember one of the attractions were the clouds. I'm so glad that was not Pennywise. And there's that rotating tunnel that I remember, like what I remember from Nightmare on Elm Street 4. Like, not to mention there's some beds that don't help. There's some beds of Hello Screen that have like flashing lights, you know, like strobe lights. Which I'm like, seizure alert! That really doesn't help you if you have epilepsy. Mind you, it's still fine having flashing lights, but I still think they should tone them down a little bit. Oh, again with the honey. And that's why we need the bees to sort them out.
Hello.
Oh, that's right, the password. Let's forget about that. I always make you wonder what made these the perfect snipers. Oh! Look at them, even they boast in a far distance. It's always best to keep out of their sight. And there's these sentry orbs there which means you can't chance. Let's see here. How we go again. Let's do it again, just to be sure.
What time? Gotta get paid.
What? Oh! That's what happens if I'm in a bit of a rush. How am I gonna get back at this rate? Wait for it. Let's see. Oh no! Oh. Oh. I'm in big trouble.
Yes, my only had a bomb.
Hey, come on. Standing around here is not gonna help. I know the password already. Let's see here.
Hello. Hi. Password, please.
Let's see.
That's right.
Gee, I can't make out that accent he's saying again. Sometimes it sounds like he's from New Jersey or something. He's like, wong wong. Who does he think he is, a monk? I'll have to do that again. I wouldn't be, even I wouldn't fancy seeing mine. Okay, need bees. Oh, mind you, in Sharm el Sheikh, I do feel a lot safer over there than I do back in my home turf. I mean, it's always ideal for me, to make new friends and also play games like water polo. And what else am I gonna say? No, yeah, I'm recently trying to find what airlines to fly with now. If I want to go back to Egypt, since I can't do that without Monarch and Thomas Cook. In fact, I have to choose either between EasyJet or TUI. Mind you, TUI, TUI, which is the world's largest charter airline, they also do flights to Egypt. Like, for example, they already do flights to, Hurghada. That's another good alternative if you don't fancy Sharm el Sheikh. Here we go again. Yeah, this means I have to be near the beast territory if I'm... Oh, what? I can't believe this! Only on one bit of health.
Hold up.
But you need to find more health. Yeah, but this is getting me nowhere. Oh! And now this really is getting me nowhere. Silly me, this is getting me nowhere.
Wait.
I don't know if it's working the beast's attention by throwing the... Wait a minute, I don't even need...
Follow you. Follow me.
I don't even need the beast for this. Let's see if I can give this a whirl.
That'll do.
Here we go. Well, that was not what I wanted. Putting into the mine. Oh, crud. Here we go again. Yeah, I need to regenerate my health. There we go. That should top me up.
Hold up.
Well, managed to go off scot-free. There we go. Now I'm being fried, I need to poke this. See, I wouldn't experience that over in Egypt. Mind you, I think I might have to try TUI for Egypt. I mean, mind you, I've flown with TUI before when it was known as Thomson, and before that Britannia. Those were the days when it was known as Britannia, like flying on the 767s and the 757s. I mean, TUI has an old Boeing fleet, you know, like Jet2 and Ryanair and Southwest in the US. Like, okay, let's do that again, dude, just to be sure.
When are we gonna get paid? Hello. Hey there. Password, please.
Let's see, how does it go again?
Okay, you can go.
Hey, they have these different voices, these natives and these doctors, these are the special rings. Let's see if this works. Well, this works, does it? See if I can insert these sligs over there, as always. I thought sligs aren't that dumb. You know what's funny, when you possess the sligs in Munch's Odyssey, you always like engage in conversations, and then when you manage to speak to them for like the third time, I mean, just like they're like, sure, and your mama, and they're like, I remember. It's quite funny. They're like, what's up with that? And then Nature's like, I don't know what goes. Funny about the sligs is like Munch's Odyssey is whenever you possess one, you always have to have a talk with the other sligs and try and have a conversation with them, and they go out and attack you. Come on, I wouldn't fancy that kind of treatment. You know, being attacked by somebody I'm trying to talk to.
You. Follow me.
Because now that's safe for Elam to pass through. Abe's quest for the temple took him to great heights, but he wouldn't give up on the Medocan's plight. Ooh. If I remember Scrabania being this tricky in the original Abe's Odyssey. Wait, did I? Again? That's like saying, make my day! I don't know whether I would say that if I'm in a bit of a hurry! Oh, that's slick. Even he didn't see that coming. Let's get back to the jump like the wind, bullseye! Oh, goodness, like even he's not getting blown up for boasting. You know, what's so funny about me jumping off the edge, eh? Yeah, he said it again. He's gonna make my day, quote. Come on, don't. What am I doing? Stopping! Whoa, did I? What just happened? Run, well, okay, we already know that. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I know this is very tricky. Very tricky with the mines right there. So wait for it and... Okay, let's give this a shot, shall we? Whoa, here we go again. Oh, not again. Let's try again. Okay, not the best idea. Well, at least I've got... Well, at least I'm at that checkpoint. How'd you put up with this, eh? Even that Slick has no idea what is going on.
Wait.
Oh, here's a fun bit involved in this level. Like, it's because there's one of the Slicks out there. Watches it. I'm not to demonstrate. Watch this as I pull this lever, and... That's what's so funny about possessing these Sligs. You get them to do silly things like throwing themselves up. Kind of reminds me of blowing people up in Red Faction 2, like the enemies and all that, and including innocent civilians.
Stop.
Yeah, I remember like the statue grenades where each time you stick on them to like civilians or enemies, they're like, I was like screaming around in pain. So I was saying, they were like running around in pain, running around. They're like, oh! It's just like, blow up! Straight into Kingdom Come. Okay, not the best solution I've got. Oh, oh, look at that! What the? Oh! How can you put up with this? Yeah, they're waiting until this comes down to sleep. Oh, are they still patrolling? Yep, that one's gone back to sleep. Why don't you sneak past them? I don't know why I'm coughing. Yeah, it might be another one coming down the blue or something. Mind you, if it's serious health issue I'm having,
Hello.
definitely go see the doctor.
Hello.
Let's see here.
Okay. Yo yow yo yow yo yow yo yow yo yow.
Okay, you can see those big ropes over there in the distance. That's for the Scrabanian temple that we're about to see.
Yo 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 yo. Yow yow yo yow yo yow yo yow.
I don't know what he's saying. He's like saying, "Oh yow." Let's get rid of these sligs. Well, it's 2 down, 1 to go. I mean, possession in the Oddworld is kind of like, you know, almost a bit like passive objection, but a little bit, but like, a little bit different, but here, possession is like taking control of another person. I mean, I don't know if I fancy an out-of-body experience. Now we can proceed further.
Yow yo yow yo yow.
Okay, I guess this is as far as Elon can go, I'm afraid.
Stop.
Yeah, it's just like in Paramonia where we come to a stop here. I mean, this is as far as Elon can go.
Hello. Yo 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 yo.
There, that should get rid of the mine. That's a nuisance in the original Apes Odyssey. Now with that disposed of, I don't have to worry about ducking down each time it comes near me.
Hello.
That's simple enough.
Okay, you can go.
I mean, you have to mimic their whistles to progress even further. And he's doing his meditating. Actually, that can be helpful if you're stressed. Oh, him again.
Bye. Okay.
Not that easy to remember if you forget. But hey, at least you don't have to do this every time you don't have to do the whistles every time you see these Udokins. You have to do it. See? Now, to try to avoid them slogs. They're still after me, aren't they? Let's see what we got. Here we are. Nesting grounds of the Scrabs and proving grounds of the ancient Mudokons. Brave Scrabania's deadly traps and dodge savage Scrabs to discover your destiny in the heart of the temple. Yeah, this is different to what I know in the original episodes, where we saw the camera zooming into the temple. Cut off, right?
I looked upon the temple where the Scrabs should still nest.
Let's try to cross this tightrope right here. What things we're gonna do. Oh, look at that, he just lost his balance and he nearly fell. I never had that problem with the tree chopper. legs. Oh, he's doing like the monkey climb. One thing I should do if I'm on tight ropes. I mean, I'm never gonna what's that?
Surviving these creatures. This would be my test.
I don't know how he was able to do that. I mean, to be honest, I am never going to walk along across a tightrope. Here we are, we're in the Scrabanian temple. Now this is where I'll have to cut off, like I said. And now, don't worry, I will continue on from this next time. Where we can go through the Scrabanian tests. And so until then, bye!